I lost my wallet yesterday for the first time in my entire life, and I'm 30 years old. And for me, I keep all my stuff in my wallet, like my driver's license, my cards, and I just recently took out about $176, which is like 2.5 million rupiah in cash. And I went to buy food, and then came back, went to a restaurant, didn't buy anything, picked up some beef liver because I like to eat lots of animal protein and animal food. Anyway, got on my bike, came back home, and then I don't know. I cooked a steak and some eggs, and then yeah, I was just chilling for like 2 hours, and then all of a sudden, I went into my room, and normally I put my wallet on my bedside table, and it wasn't there. So I was like, oh, maybe it's in my shorts. So I checked my shorts. I was like, when you touch your pants, you're like, oh shit, oh shit, where is it? Went into my bag, it's not there. Went to my bike, it's not there. And I realized, oh shit, maybe I've lost it. So I went back there, I drove back to the restaurant to try and find it, try and see if it fell out on the road somewhere. Text my friend who owns the restaurant to see if he's seen it. No one's seen it. And I realized, oh shit, I lost my wallet. Text my dad, he calls me and it's like, hey, you need to cancel your cards ASAP. I already knew that. So yeah, hung up the phone with him, straight on the phone to the banks. But the reason I'm sharing this story is because there's so many lessons inside of what just happened. The first one is you always must have a contingency plan, right? Because bad stuff is going to happen to good people, right? There's nothing we can do. We can't control what's already happened. Like the bad thing has already happened. What we can control though is how we react to it. Like I can control how I react to it. I can just be a sob story and be like, oh my god, I don't have any cash. Or I can be optimistic and realize that there's a silver lining in everything. So the silver lining in this circumstance is I didn't die. Like I literally, I have this fear of losing money, right? And it actually affects my business a lot. And I'm just being really honest here. Like I have a fear of like spending money and not getting it back immediately. So therefore I don't like run ads all the time because I have this fear, and it's been conditioned in me from childhood. Like it's really deep rooted. So whenever I'm low on money in my life, it's like the fear is like massively greater. And the interesting thing about this right now is that I literally have no cash. Like I have no wallet. Like, I mean, of course I have money online, but like I don't have any immediate cash. I can't go to the store. I can't go to the store and buy a coffee, right? So it's interesting because I'm in Bali. It's blue sky. I'm in great health. I have a great circle of friends, but I have literally no cash, no cards. Can't withdraw any money. And I was thinking to myself, if this is what I was scared of, is it really that bad? Like, is it really that bad? If I go to zero, which technically I am at zero right now, is that really bad? Like, this is the worst that could happen, right? Like, okay, the worst that could happen is I have literally no money in the entire world, right? Like, including online. But even if that was to happen, I'm starting to realize, finally, that it's not that bad. And I feel like this is a lesson from the universe, for me specifically, because recently I've been struggling with this. Like, I've been talking about running ads and scaling up and all this kind of stuff. But then this whole fear of losing money, which is it's not losing money, but I'm convinced that it is, like at a subconscious level. So it's hard to break through that. But I feel like this happening to me at this point in my life is a blessing, because it's making me realize that bad things can happen at any time. So you might as well take a chance and go for what you want. And also, number two, the lesson is to keep a stash of money at your house. So I used to do this the last couple of weeks, but this particular week I just, haven't been keeping up with my habit of keeping a stash of cash. And so now I didn't keep up with that habit of keeping a stash of cash, so I don't have it, right? So this is a very, very important point. So I know that I need to keep a stash of cash, like maybe like $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 in cash at my house, just so that if this happens again or something else happens or I lose my phone, I can get back on my feet, right? And the third thing is to not put everything in one wallet, right? Because if you lose that wallet, then you're fucked. Like me, I put my driver's license in there, my cards, cash, and then some other documents, right? So if you do that, you're going to lose everything when you lose it. And that's what I did, because I've never lost my wallet, so I've never had to worry about that, because I've always been very mindful of where my wallet is and putting it in the same place all the time and all that kind of stuff. So those are the 3 tips I shared with you, because I feel like those are going to help you a lot, especially the first one. You know, like, the fear of losing money is my biggest fear. Like, that literally is. Like, I really don't want to go broke. Like, that's my biggest fear, is going broke. And I feel like a lot of people who make a lot of money have that fear. Like some of my friends, for example, that's their biggest driver, is the pain of being broke, because they've been broke before and they don't want to experience that again. Same with me, right? But it's like, is it really that bad? For me, it's not that bad, because I'm optimistic. I look at life through the optimism lens. So I'm looking at opportunity, and because I'm in a positive vibration, I don't feel lack, right? Like, even though I can't access cash right now, I know and I trust myself to figure it out, to figure out this situation. And that's another point I want to raise, is trusting yourself to figure it out. Like, I really, really have faith that I can figure things out. And to get to that point where you can have faith in yourself, you have to start doing little disciplines to build that muscle of trust in yourself, that you can figure things out. Because I know that I can figure it out. That's why I'm not blaming myself or talking bad about myself, or all the kind of negative thought patterns people go into when bad stuff happens to them. I'm just focused on the positive aspects of this situation, and I'm being optimistic about my solutions to solve this problem. All right, so I just wanted to share that with you real quick. Hope you got some value out of it. And let me know if you lost your wallet. What did you do? What's your plan? Like, how do you manage your cash? Do you have an emergency stash in your house, or do you leave your cards at home and go out of cash, or how do you do it? Let me know. I'm curious and I want to learn. I'm open to this, because this is part of life, right? I'm just being real with you. I'm just sharing my experiences, because I'm not perfect. No one is. Clearly I'm not perfect, otherwise I would have not lost my wallet, right? So I know I've been rambling on for about 7 minutes here, so I'll end this video now. But if you found this helpful, just let me know, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.